everybody and welcome to this month's horror block. Sorry it's a little bit late. We have had some major catastrophes in the house. We've had some personal issues. It's been a bit of a crazy week. First I want to give a mention to Shirt Punch because I recently, because we get all those little cards, I recently made a purchase from Shirt Punch and I got this amazing vest. I'm going to show it to you because I absolutely love it. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things you will recognise that. And I'm just filming this while my daughter's not here because we got this for our birthday and she doesn't know about it. But it was one of those one daily deal things. I think they'll bring this one back. I think it did sell out, but I do think they'll bring this one back. It is a 2XL, so it's actually like really big on me. But that's what I wanted. I just wanted something really loose and it's very low on the arms. So if I do flash a little bit of bra, I do apologise. But I am so thrilled with this vest. The quality's great and it was a really great price. So highly recommend Shirt Punch, and I'm going to show it to you again because I just love it so much. There they are. Fantastic. Anyway, on to what I got in my horror block. So this is August's horror block. I always get it. Oh, I'm going to turn the volume off on that phone. I have my phone with a reason, with me for a reason. You'll see in a moment. So, horror block. They ship right at the end of the month. I didn't get this till around... I got it last week, I want to say on the Thursday or the Friday, so it's really not that late, so I've only had it like 3 days. But it's so late. I wish that they would post earlier to international customers so that us and the US got it around the same time. If they shipped 5 days earlier, I think that we'd be 1 or 2 days behind the US rather than being like literally more than a week. Because I watch horror block openings and I can't watch them until I've got my box. And it's frustrating because I like to see people's reactions to what they've got, and particularly horror horror. I absolutely love horror horror, and I'm very sorry I am actually melting. Right, let's get on to the box before I do melt away. This month's box is amazing. I'm really thrilled with it, but I think it's been really great anyway lately. These two have decided it's a great time to like dance around the camera for some reason. So I'm going to show you Rue Morgue, which is something that we get in every single box. It's a $10 value. It's an amazing magazine, and yeah, I do keep them all and I do read them. That was my dog, sorry. And yeah, great magazine. Really, really nice, good quality. So I always love to get that. Then in the box we also got a supernatural item. Now I don't like supernatural, yes, gasp shock horror, but I don't like it. And I was like, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to like this item. But then some items that I've got from different kind of things, because it's been a certain item, I haven't minded it. Like the Penny Dreadful, the comic. I'm not into Penny Dreadful, but the comic was actually really nice, really beautifully illustrated. So I really liked it. Supernatural item, I actually really like. Sorry about that. Here he is Finley.
Did you get Tiny in the box?
Yeah, I got this in the horror block. It's evil.
Price of that?
Oh, I'd price this at 50 pence.
Oh.
He's the gulp. Tiny. You're so wet. Right, okay. Okay, I look even more melty than I did before. Right, sorry, I put the items down. I'm all over the place. Right, so I'm not a fan of Supernatural, but the item I did like because it's an adult colouring book and I love adult colouring books. I actually have a couple of these already, and I don't have any kind of sort of character or series ones. I just kind of have animals and just generic shapes. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's got lots of pictures of the cast in obviously, but I don't mind that.
I know who some of the characters are because I'm aware of what it is, but
yeah.
I don't watch it.
Tony, say with me and my daughter, she knows like a little bit about it, but it'd still be really nice and relaxing to colour in anyway. So I'm actually really, really pleased with this item because I know I'll get lots of use out of it. And they did put in some little horror block pencils. The only thing I would say about these is they don't have horror block printed on them. And I know that's a stupid small thing, but I think it would have been really cute if they'd had horror block actually written on them as well, because it would have looked pretty good. So that is one item, your pencils and your colouring book. Then what will I do next? Next I'll do this. Now it was very exciting because this month we got our first phone case and I've been very excited about this But with like boxes, sometimes you worry that you're not going to get the one that you're supposed to, because with Glossy Box, which is a beauty box for anybody who is watching me who doesn't get beauty boxes, you know, they did do a huge mistake with their palettes. So you do worry that when you get your box that they might make a mistake and you might get the wrong one. But I got the right one for me, which is the iPhone 5C. And it's a Ghostbusters one. Now, if you opted out, you actually got like a cleaning cloth. Now, a lot of people didn't really like that, but it's actually really useful because the cleaning cloth you can use for your glasses, your phone, your tablet, your laptop, even your television screen. So they are really, really useful, those cloths. I really quite like to get one because apparently it had the same design as this case, and I think that's really good. I'm going to be a bit greedy here and say I wish we'd gotten both, because I really would have loved like a lens cloth with this particular picture on. So as you can see,
I wish they accidentally threw in two.
yeah, Tony's got the same phone as me but in a different colour, so she would have liked this as well. But yes, I've got my phone here because I put it on immediately and I love it and I've not taken it off. And I do like to change my phone cases. But we did get an exclusive Ghostbusters one. This is actually from Ghostbusters 2. And that's what it looks like. Now, to anybody else who didn't know it, they'd probably just think it was some kind of an old photograph. But it's actually Vigo. I think that's how it's pronounced.
I didn't know who it was.
No. My husband Alec did not know who this was. I think he was thinking, oh, it's Ghostbusters, it'll have the Ghostbusters on. Then he was like, what is that? But I think that's really cool because this is the picture that kind of like, he kind of like can hypnotise people with his eyes and control them. So yeah, really, really nice. Love the phone cover. Really nice, because sometimes with these covers, and I've gotten a couple at Primark before, they don't actually fit my phone properly. I actually had to take them back because they didn't fit around it properly. This fits perfectly. And I really like it because normally I've got a coloured one on. So it's all coloured around the outside, but because as you can see my phone's actually blue. But I really like how it looks. So that's the phone case, which of course I love because huge Ghostbusters fan. Then we also got a necklace. Well, we got a pendant. My dog is like standing up looking at me. It's quite disturbing. Then we got a pendant. And it came on this kind of packaging wrapped in plastic. And you didn't get any kind of chain with it, which I actually really like because, to be fair, the chains that generally come on these types of things, they're not well made. They're quite cheaply made. And sometimes they're not the right length, but they're not great quality, whereas the pendants themselves actually look really nice. So I've actually put mine on a ribbon, and this is it. So it's a pentagram. And these, you can actually wear these to ward off evil. However, if this point is pointing downwards, it can be a symbol of evil, I think. And the point is pointing downwards. But I decided to put it on a ribbon because I want to wear it as a choker. And this is actually a ribbon from a Glossy Box. I always keep them and recycle them. So, really, really love this. But you could equally just as much put this on a key ring or anything like that and it would look just as nice. What is up with you? You tiny dog. Okay. What? You can't have it. Okay, so the next item is what the dog is after. Because he tried to get the last one last night. If you could see his little face right now. Anyway, the next thing I got really, really excited about because I love the first one. This is another one of those love it or hate it items that a lot of people didn't like the first time round. But it's the second instalment in their baby head series. I got very excited when I read that on the card because that sounds like they're going to do more. But this one is Baby Bleeds You Alive. And it'll say Creepy Doll Head number 2. So it's in the same sort of box with a clear front. The cool thing about this one though is this one actually lights up. And I'll put some footage at the end of this like at night time so you can see what it looks like, because it looks different than it does obviously at daytime, not just because it's like brighter, but because if you put it on during the daytime just the eyes glow. If you put it on at night the whole head glows. So that's what he looks like. He reminds me of some character from something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But he's got these lovely pointy ears. He's a little vampire baby. He's so cute. With these little fangs and the blood all over his mouth. And this is what the dog wants. You can't have it, it's not a toy. be difficult for you to see. There you go. So there you can see that the eyes are actually lit up. And I'll put some footage in at the end of the video so you can see it at night time. But I absolutely love it. I love the first one and I really love the second one, and I really do hope that they do more of these because I can't wait to stand this on the shelf with the other one. And then the last item, of course, is the t-shirt. It's a little bit of an unusual print, but it's actually quite cool. This is actually Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the print on it is almost like a skull and crossbones, but with a twist in the fact that it's his head with the mask on it and then the bones underneath, which I actually think is really cool.
With Texas in the background.
Yeah, and it's got, that's the shape of Texas, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's got the shape of Texas in the background there, and it's his face and then the crossbones underneath. I actually think it's quite a really unique design. The detail on his actual face is really nice. So really, really love that. And then we got our cards to say what we got next month. Now the shirt punch that I got in this, the little card, I actually already have it once. I thought when you collected 10 cards, you got $100. No. If you collect 10 different cards, they make one picture, that's $100. But, really? But 10 of the same card is not $100. So I got one that I'd already had, so I've put that to one side to actually use it. The thing is, you can't use more than one at once. So really, I do want to collect 10 all in one go and then put an order in that's quite large for over $100, obviously, to kind of use it all together. But whether we'll get 10 different ones is another matter. But we'll see. So next month, very exciting, it is Stephen King. It just says next month's horror block is all about Stephen King. There are 4 exclusive items and it is going to include It and The Shining. Now I'm not a fan of Stephen King's books. I know, gasp shock horror, please don't unsubscribe. I'm not a huge fan of his writing. I don't really like his writing. I feel like he says in 20 pages what he could say in 1. He's very drawn out. He's very much like Tolkien, if you've ever tried reading Lord of the Rings. But the movie adaptations, the TV adaptations, are among some of the best horror things that you will ever see. The only thing that kind of I watched It, I was disappointed with the end. I was disappointed with what the creature actually was at the end, because I really loved the scary clown thing and I loved Tim Curry. But if we got a t-shirt with It and it was Tim Curry on the front, that would be really cool. Equally, I love The Shining. Love Jack Nicholson in that role. Just love The Shining, full stop. So it'd be really exciting to see what they put in this box. Because yeah, really, really love all of the Stephen King. I've watched every single Stephen King film, just about. I think the only one I haven't seen is, I think it's Thinner. Haven't seen that one yet, but apparently that one's really good. So this is the card, just gives you information about the items. You've got the baby's head, you have got the magazine, and then you've got the cloth and the phone case. You only get one of those, either or. And then on there you've got your pentagram, your colouring book and your t-shirt. I'm glad that we didn't get any Blu-rays in this. I actually am getting refunded for the Blu-rays. They do not work internationally because it was actually not Nerd Block's or Horror Block's fault. They were actually told that the Blu-rays would work worldwide by the provider that they bought them from, and they don't. So I'm getting refunded for the ones that do not work in this country. I don't know if that's why they've pulled them from the box or whether it's just we're having a month off. I don't really care about getting Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff in these boxes. I'm not really interested. I'm interested in items that I can wear, items that I can use, and items I can display. Not so much in what I can watch, but I really, really love this box. I mean, in this box, I've got a head that I can display, a t-shirt I can wear, as well as a necklace I can wear, phone case which I will use, magazine to read, and a colouring book. So it should keep me amused for some time. So very, very exciting. Love their first phone case. I think they've really started off well with that particular one, and I can't wait for them to feature more. I do think that this year, Horror Block has totally just blown it out of the water, so to speak, because their items this year have been so fantastic. I've loved just about everything. There's been 1 or 2 things I've kind of been like, about, but I've loved all of the t-shirts. And I get a fitted one. I used to get the loose ones. I don't anymore get fitted, I much prefer them. But we have had a lot of different things, and I've displayed things, and it's just been amazing, and I can't wait for many boxes to come. So if you got this box, let me know what you think of what you got. If you don't, let me know what you think of the items anyway. And that's it for today. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And don't forget, keep on screaming. Till next time, bye. Briefly as well, although it's not horror block related, if you live in the UK, then I highly recommend you check on TK Maxx for your Halloween or horror supplies. I don't know if you can see the panel that this is on. It's quite difficult with the black on black, but it's on this nicely shaped panel, and it's this really nice hand. And if you can see next to mine, it's actually pretty large, the hand, and the fingers are together here. And then they've got this metal hook on with these keys. I know it's kind of difficult to see, guys, I'm really sorry. That helps, yeah, that definitely helps. So you can see the panel, and it's got these keys hanging, and it's actually a door knocker, but I love it on this wall. And then above that is this half skull. Now it's actually flat on the top. This is one of those candles that are basically battery. I haven't got the batteries for it yet, but he's got like a flat head. I don't know if I'll be able to show you it. Let's see. Yeah, there's the flat top there. And then that's the skull. And then it's actually got really good detailing underneath. To the teeth, to the hole for the spinal cord and stuff. It's really cool. Then the candle just goes on the top. Because I've got it high on the wall, I wouldn't light a real candle in case it was to fall or melt, you know, and it would cause a fire. But what I love about it is if I step back, it's almost like he's kind of stuck in the wall and he's pushed his head and his hand through. So he's like reaching out of the wall, which I think looks really cool. But he is so nice. And then this hand. It's just really nicely detailed. And then you've got your keys hanging. And I really love it. I've been wanting something for this corner forever, but it's so difficult because it's quite a small space. Obviously picture frames, you could get small ones in here, but I wanted something different. And when I saw these in TK Maxx, I had to have them. Plus the fact they were only $5.99, which is craziness. I think $5.99. And they're both really heavy. This is a really solid wooden plaque, and that one is as well. They're on wooden plaques, and these are actually really heavy elements. They're, you know, they're not flimsy or anything. So yeah, $5.99 each. Could not resist.